I've had people ask me, how do I get my first land contract? And I have no budget, no money to do it. And there's a few things you can do to find vacant land sellers. I think a couple of simple ways are to go on places like Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace and see if there's anybody on there selling land. You will have wholesalers and real estate agents and stuff. And you can deal with those people too, but if you're just looking to deal direct with a seller, just try and find those listings that are individual sellers on those type of sites, or even, you know, Facebook groups where people are posting stuff for sale. There will even be land focused groups. Landwatch.com has a off-market property section. Those you have to do a little bit more work because the agents are still connected to them even though they're off market. So you have to get the property, find the property through the register of deeds, and then find the owner's name. And then another thing you can do is you can reach out to wholesalers and real estate investors. A lot of wholesalers are spending a lot of money on marketing. They're trying to find leads for houses to wholesale, and they don't even want their land leads. They just don't work them. They don't want to deal with land. So, you know, go on Facebook groups for real estate investors. I'm out walking with my dog in the woods. And, you know, say, hey, I'm looking for land leads. Let's JV. You got some land leads, and then you can pay those people if you close one of their deals. I do this with my son because he only looks for houses. So like if we close one of his land leads, we give him 25% of the closing. So yeah, those are a couple of ways. And then once you get those, yeah, you need to get in touch with the sellers and just make them an offer, you know, research the property, see how much you think you can get for it retail by using Zillow, and PropWire is good too. PropWire, I think you can pull land listings there too. So you can go on to PropWire, and that's free, and get a list, you know, filter your list by land sellers, do like out of state, out of county. Those people tend to be more motivated. And yeah, get that list. If you don't have the money to pay for skip tracing, you can manually do it with things like True People Search or That's Them, where you can plug in an address or a mailing address that you get from the public record and then find the contact information for the seller. That's pretty tedious because you've got one at a time. You're doing that. Skip tracing costs, you know, if you're at an entry level, usually you're going to pay 10 or 11 cents per skip. So, you know, if you're going to skip 100, then you'd be paying what, $10, something like that. So that's not too bad. If you use a skip tracing service for a bulk, if you're getting it off PropWire. But then, yeah, you got your leads, you call your sellers and find somebody who's willing to make a deal, and then lock them down. I mean, like I said, we don't need to go too deep into detail on this, but you got to get your estimated retail based on like solds on Zillow, or you can use PropWire again for that, like sold properties in the area. You can talk to realtors, but you have to find land specialists, probably off of Landwatch or somewhere. And then when you get your estimated retail, then figure out how much you want to make on that property and deduct that, and that's your maximum offer for your seller. And then you talk to them, and talk to enough sellers, you're going to find somebody who's ready to let go of their property. They're tired of paying taxes on it. They inherited it and they don't really care about it. It's just a hassle for them, or they could use the extra cash. And you might have to talk to quite a few people before you find that one, but you will find them. And then you sign a contract with them, and there you are, you're off to the races. And then you need to market that property, and so you can do that for free on Facebook groups and Facebook Marketplace. Sold a lot of properties through those platforms. Craigslist you can do, and if you're really having trouble getting the thing sold, either your sales price is not right or you're just not getting enough eyes on it, and then you maybe reach out to a wholesaler who's doing land in your area, who's more experienced, and ask them to JV, because you know, half of something is better than zero of nothing. So anyway, that's just like a thumbnail sketch of what I would do if I had $0. I'm probably missing a couple of things, but at least that's something, a jumping off point. Hope it helps.